They say that in the final moments before death, your entire life flashes before your eyes. My experience, however, diverged drastically from that familiar notion. My name is Caleb, and I was raised in a tightly knit community where every Sunday was devoted to unwavering faith and rigid interpretations of Scripture. From a young age, I was taught that animals were fleeting companions, simple creatures without the divine spark that animated the human soul. I accepted these teachings without question, believing that our bond with animals was purely utilitarian and transient. One seemingly ordinary afternoon, as I was returning home after a long day's work, fate intervened in a way I could never have anticipated. In an instant, a searing pain overwhelmed me, as if my very essence were being torn asunder. Instead of a rapid montage of memories, I was plunged into an all-encompassing void, a boundless, dark abyss, where neither light nor time held any meaning. It was not chaos or terror that defined my descent, but a slow, inexorable falling into a realm that defied all earthly understanding. In that endless darkness, I became acutely aware of another presence. I sensed a pair of eyes upon me, gazing with an enigmatic mix of sorrow and knowing that transcended human or angelic familiarity. These eyes were neither hostile nor benign. They belonged to something in between, an entity that silently communicated a profound, unsettling truth. The sensation was as chilling as it was oddly comforting, as though that gaze sought to impart wisdom far beyond the confines of mortal life. Before I could process this encounter, an unseen force grasped me and pulled me from the abyss into a realm of radiant, pulsating light. I found myself in an expanse that defied physical dimensions. There were no walls, no floor, and no ceiling. Only a luminous presence that breathed life into the emptiness. Amidst this surreal landscape stood a figure of overwhelming presence. It was a vision of Jesus, yet not the placid, idealized image I had been taught. This Jesus radiated both fierce compassion and an unyielding authority that left me trembling. He regarded me with eyes that penetrated every hidden corner of my soul, and his voice, soft yet resonant, spoke a truth that shattered my former understanding. "Caleb," he said, "you have been granted dominion over all creation, not to command or discard, but to nurture and protect. The bond you share with every living creature is a sacred trust, a reflection of divine love that you have long overlooked." In that moment, memories of my past flooded back. A carefree childhood playing with a stray kitten, the quiet comfort of a loyal dog during lonely nights, and countless small encounters I had dismissed as trivial. Now, each memory shone with a brilliance that underscored the sacred nature of these beings. As I stood there, overwhelmed by his words, the vision shifted yet again. I was swept into an endless field, bathed in a surreal, otherworldly glow. The air around me shimmered with vibrant hues, and the ground beneath my feet seemed to pulse in time with a silent heartbeat. All around, animals of every kind roamed freely. Some were those I had cherished in the past, a familiar companion with eyes full of ancient wisdom, while others were exotic, their forms imbued with a mysterious, almost celestial beauty. Among them, I recognized Luna, a gentle pet from my early years. Her eyes, now aglow with an inner radiance, conveyed both forgiveness and an invitation to embrace a deeper truth. Yet, not all that I witnessed was of hope and reunion. In a secluded corner of this luminous domain, I encountered a stark tableau of sorrow. A woman, her face lined with regret and despair, knelt in silence beside a frail creature abandoned in the cold. The animal's eyes, heavy with unspoken anguish, seemed to cry out for the kindness it had been denied in life. This heart-wrenching scene was a vivid reminder of the consequences of neglect, of how indifference and misplaced priorities could echo into eternity. Jesus' presence loomed once more as he reappeared, his voice now imbued with a palpable urgency that resonated with the very fabric of existence. Dominion is not a license for exploitation, he proclaimed. "It is a divine mandate to show empathy, to be stewards of life. Every act of neglect, every moment of indifference is etched into the tapestry of your soul. Look deeply into the eyes of those you have forsaken, and you will see the reflection of the Creator's love and sorrow." His words pierced the silence, compelling me to confront my own failings. I recalled moments when I had brushed off the silent pleas of a stray, or dismissed the gentle nudge of a creature seeking affection. Each recollection now carried the weight of a cosmic accountability, a reminder that every choice, no matter how small, resonates in the eternal balance of existence. Then, as if to offer solace amid the gravity of my revelations, another vision unfolded before me, a vision of profound restoration. I saw a realm where those who had embraced true compassion were joyfully reunited with their beloved companions. In this radiant sanctuary, humans and animals existed in perfect harmony, their bonds a living testament to unconditional love. The air itself seemed to hum with gratitude, and the landscape was alive with the joyous sounds of reunion and redemption. But as swiftly as these images came, they began to fade, and I was abruptly returned to the sterile reality of a hospital room. The steady beep of a heart monitor and the soft murmur of distant voices marked my reawakening. Yet, even as my body resumed its fragile rhythm, my spirit was forever transformed. I now carried within me the undeniable truth that our relationship with animals is not a mere accident of nature. It is a sacred covenant, a manifestation of the divine that calls for our tender care and respect. In the quiet aftermath of my experience, I have dedicated my life to honoring that truth. I implore you to look beyond the superficial labels that confine our understanding of life. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the grandest beast, is imbued with a spark of the divine. Reflect on the soulful gaze of a stray, the soft whisper of a loyal friend, and the silent testimony of those who have suffered in neglect. In doing so, you not only honor their existence, but also affirm your commitment to a higher, more compassionate purpose. Remember this: our dominion over nature is a sacred trust, a call to nurture, protect, and love unconditionally. Each act of kindness reverberates through eternity, weaving together the fabric of a future where empathy reigns supreme. I share my story in the hope that it awakens in you a desire to see the world through eyes unclouded by indifference. Embrace your role as a caretaker of life, and let the boundless love of the Creator guide you in every choice you make. For in the end, it is our compassion that defines us, and through that compassion, we honor the eternal bond that connects all living beings.